everyone, and welcome to this not the What If Roundtable. Instead, we're just having a bit of a chill stream for a little bit as to the end of Season 2 concerning Revelation F. And I'm not alone in this particular thing, and I'm actually, on webcam. I'm not on that much these days. But basically, I'm MasakoX, and joining me, as always, is my trusty sidekick, Havarok.
Hello, I'm the voice in his glasses. I exist only in his mind and the glasses.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I don't have a physical form. That's canon.
Yeah. And we also have the lady who plays Nanaki and also plays Jukai.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah, so we have that. And also we have the absolutely excellent animator of the episode 11 clip of, we have Stoven.
How's it going, everybody?
Yes, so basically, I imagine 80% of the questions aimed at Stoven are basically, make more! Yeah, but we'll be going around every now and again. We might have a couple of more cast members and crew members joining over the course of the stream. Depends on how many we can get, but we shall see in the fullness of time. But we hope everyone's doing really well today. And if you'd like to pop us a question, feel free to do so. We are always down to be talking about the things that we would like to talk about and discuss from the first 2 seasons and stuff like that. The reason why we did the stream is because we basically we were talking after the end of season 2, and then YouTube just kind of booted us off. So we were sort of like, oh, that's annoying. So we kind of missed out on talking about like discussions in regards to everything concerning stuff. But yeah, Sade immediately starts going, man, y'all did Frigid dirty. Yeah, we kind of did.
Yes.
You got, sweet
that hurt
baby
me.
boy.
Yeah, no, but I mean, the thing about that is, though, is that sometimes in adversity, Frigid will learn a lot. And I can assure you, in Season 3, he goes on a journey. He very much is like, yeah, we know what he's capable of, and we know that, yeah, Frigid did nothing wrong. It's just, the thing is, though, is that he's got a lot to prove. He's got to try and now do it. He can't have everything handed to him on a plate.
Yeah.
Big lessons.
And Frieza and Cooler, have pretty bad experiences with Trojan and don't quite trust him yet. And, if it wasn't obvious by the ending, like, Frieza is not very keen to tell everyone that he survived. Let's say that.
Exactly. Oh, and hopefully we might be having little Frigid join us on the stream in 10 minutes' time.
I love those two so much.
Oh,
Yeah.
like, I've seen various comics of characters, like, if they're a little bit simple, I just go, oh dear, okay, I'm just going to have voice like this. So basically, just blame Red 13 from FF7MA. Yo,
My baby boy.
it's like, basically, Taku's impersonation of Red 13 kind of inspired me.
Zombo Spoke asks us when Season 3. For now, we are planning in September of that year.
Very early, though.
Very early, yes.
But most likely, November latest.
Yeah.
Basically,
But maybe we'll have, something exciting to show us regarding that area.
Yeah, we might have something dropping in the next couple of months to help.
Yeah, to help you.
To help ease the tide. And then probably the full story edition of Season 2, possibly coming in August. So we'll combine all of the episodes into one, like we did for Season 1, just to kind of make things a little easier to get to. And we'll probably put Season 2 on Spotify, as well as a proper album. And I'll be hopefully going to SunnyCon, and we'll eventually have maybe a dual case release of Seasons 1 and 2 on CD. So
Gonna be with me at SunnyCon, boy.
yeah, that'd be cool. Oh, we've got another person joining us. So I believe this is Diana Agogo.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello. Do not
Hey.
mind me.
Hi.
I just want to drop in and say hi. I'm the other animator.
Yes,
Hello.
the animator of the Season 1 on the Season 2 intro.
Yeah.
So
So,
Which is awesome.
My rival.
yeah.
Yeah. So we have the animation crew as well.
Yes, we do. So basically, everyone. I think the biggest thing that everyone took away from the season 2 intro was like, man, Frieza built thick.
Yeah.
Frieza got them thighs.
I mean,
The
it's
Dami mommy of the crew. even though-
also Diana is the fastest artist we know. Like,
Well, all I've got to say is that whoever designed me in this particular way is very, very flattering towards my upper legs.
Yeah.
Granted,
I will
they're mostly
never
mechanical,
forget.
but the way they're
that's
crafted is a thing of people. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. You're looking at them. It's like,
I
Guys, I
will.
think
you're welcome, Droidy boy.
Frieza
Breezy
just
got
appeared.
back.
And I designed it that way.
Okay.
What's that say
There's
about
a-
me? You'll never know.
What does that say about Kit?
There's a lot of questions,
I like
so
to myself.
let me tackle one that I can answer quickly. Mustafa Salman. No, Goku and Vegeta won't appear because they are in everything else.
Mm.
They really
Every-
are.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. And the thing is, though, we just wanted to have something that was like, just something away, and it's all part of my 5-year plan. It all started with R&R. By the way, for those of you wondering, episode 8 will come out this year. We are working on it. Probably maybe looking to wrap it up soonish. Just to kind of like, as part of that, yeah, we feel like things have run its course, but we still see how things are going. Revelation F is the next part. And basically we want to work on other things, and ultimately next year or the year after that we can then propel something wholly original.
Yep.
And then you know, the softly approach to get people used to Havani's writing style.
Yep.
Yes. And we basically have the style, and it's mostly derived from Hab, but like people then have, in terms of talking about a sentence, have a certain ... way of saying things. We like doing that a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sabe comes in with a super chat. Thank you very much. By the way, super chats are not they're not required for questions tonight. It's only if you feel if you would like to. And that is very appreciated. But anyway, Sabe says, so that thing with Frieza fearing Goku becoming the Super Saiyan God, what was that all about? Where'd that bit of paranoia come from? Oh, that was derived from Minus, basically. Because in Minus, they actually the reason why Frieza called everyone back, or the Saiyans back to planet Vegeta, was because the fear of the Super Saiyan God. So it was derived from the Dragon Ball Minus comic, and like it or not, yeah, I just decided to add a little cheeky nod to
It's
that
an
comic.
Easter egg. It's
a
an
little
Easter egg.
thing.
Yeah. Masako, they want to see Cell in season 3.
Oh, well,
They-
yes, of course.
They
I
want
mean,
to see Cell in season 3.
They want
Well,
to
I
see
know,
the
and
perfect
I
dog.
do wonder.
but whether it be Taka voicing him or not, that's a bit up in the air.
Yeah, but
He's a busy boy. He's a busy VTuber.
yeah.
So-
He is a busy boy.
But we can. I think it's not a huge spoiler. Cell season 3 confirmed.
I think basically that would be obvious in the sense.
No.
I think that's kind of obvious though, because in the main What If, Cell is basically, well, I'm just gonna go out in space and just chill out. Bye. So basically, that's what he just decided to go and do, just essentially. So
Goodness.
yeah, it makes stands to and he then he became the prophet of perfection with the grass bobs. So yeah, makes sense.
Being a bug man himself.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Smash Ultra comes in with another super chat. Thank you very much, Smash. I just realized Piccolo is basically the original Street Fighter Akuma, the first anime demon villain, I think. But retcons just turned him into a dragon then a slug, so he should be named after a demon. Well, that was the original nomenclature, and this isn't really about Revelation F, but since you went to the effort of doing a super chat, I think we can answer this briefly. But basically, it's just that it's all part of Toriyama's vision, in the sense that, yeah, King Piccolo started off as the demon incarnate, the definition of a demon, basically, and then things changed, and eventually Toriyama made Piccolo into a slug person. Basically.
I'm really curious if when somebody will figure out the whole name pan behind Pilosa. Speaking of,
Oh,
Speaking of this, that was I think my smuggest moment.
Hav's planning for that was so good. Even I didn't know of one of the meanings. And then he told me. I looked it up, and I went, "Have you crafty little beggar? And then you were just like, you just was like, you slow clapped yourself.
Wait, there's more.
Oh, that does not surprise me anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Joseph Tellis, thank you very much for your super chat. And Mustafa asks about the Sakura and Tokyo treat boxes. Yeah, I do. In terms of pig products and alcohol, I believe they do have allergen information and things that this contains such and such, so you can check on the website basically what things contain. So you can look at it before making a decision to get them. And I must admit, those snack boxes I've been getting, they're really, really nice. So, just a little tangent there, but Mustafa, just asking you a question there. And Vince
So I've just got to say that your robe is rather dashing.
Oh, yes, I forgot. I am on camera. Yes. I forgot.
I can totally imagine Frieza having a robe like this.
Oh,
I really can.
Lounging around so beautifully upon the ship.
Oh well,
Yes.
thank you, absolutely, thank you very much. It's basically I have three dressing gowns, but basically it depends on like the temperature. Like I've got level 1, which is just like cloth, so that's like a summer one. Then 2 is like a thinner one to this. This is just like for winter. This one is just like this is level 3, but at the moment it's just like it's quite cold in the winter in the evening. So I was just like, the captain just wants to be comfortable tonight.
Dude,
Well,
it
go,
must be.
You know what to do.
Diana, you know what to do, yeah.
It must be a Brit thing because I have exactly the same.
Oh yeah, no. That's the thing. Whenever Philly and I, we're watching loads of the Stacey Dooley sleeps over thing, and a lot of the people on that they have the dressing gowns there. Yeah, and just Stacey Dooley's just kind of just talking like that, right? You're all comfortable. You're comfortable in those gowns, right? It's just like, oh, sorry. I watch a lot of reality TV, but it's mainly just down to the fact that we just tend to watch it casually. So
Knives asks about asks about Dira's endgame.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
it is something that will be revealed in time, but I can tell you guys that Dira is a dirty schemer, and it's a character with a mission, to put it mildly, and they have a mission to fulfill.
No, definitely. And speaking of things lately, hello, Frigid.
Frigid's here.
Yes.
Hello.
Hi.
Yes, we have our actor of Little Frigid. They are now
Yes,
in the
hello.
stream. So, absolutely.
And coincidentally, we had a question about Frigid. Did we always ask plans for Frigid to be good?
Oh.
Well, the thing was though is that I wanted to have there's a lot of 2001 Space Odyssey in this season. I wanted to have like that was like David Bowman, but like projected by the monoliths, like a very like. Well, how do you come up with a clone that basically, and I retconned it to the point where Jukai basically reset his personality matrix and basically saved his life without even knowing it. But just like having a completely neutral blank slate of a character and just see them develop, because that's never been done before. We see them being born, and like how do they develop? And if you notice, we start off in episode 1 where Frigid's talking relatively slowly, not very steadily at all. And then the more episodes you watch and listen, his speech patterns become more assured, more with conviction. And then when you get to the point in episode 12 where he's just basically going, really heavily into Magnet. And one thing that people go like, well, why did Frigid just kill Magnet then? It's like, well, he's never killed anyone before.
And that means Trojan would win, kinda.
Yes.
Yes, we don't want Trojan winning.
Yeah. Also, okay,
Except
Of
so
course. What the
It
guy
seems
who
very
played-
Frankenstein's monster.
Yes.
But like we interrupted. So Richard, they obviously love you. They love Frigid. So
Aw.
tell everyone who you are, what you do. Like introduce yourself to people. Introduce.
Sure, yeah. My name is Richard Barcenas. I'm a voice actor. I've been doing this since 2008-ish, I would say, and then about professionally since 2015. I kind of joined into the MasakoX. Well, we started with R&R, where I played Piccolo for him, and even got a little stint as Bardock. And if you heard the little All Might Bardock, that was me as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really fun. And then, it just kind of turned into, Moss asked me one day if I wanted to be in this show as Frigid, and I was like, yeah, sure. I don't know who this person is, but, I checked out all the what ifs, and I thought the story was really interesting. And sure enough, like as Moss was alluding to, just playing around, kind of workshopping the character. It was a big collaborative effort because I didn't know exactly how we were going to do this. I saw the character design, and I was like, oh, he's awfully cute, isn't he? I didn't exactly know what to expect, but when I saw him, I'm like, oh, that kind of changed what I was initially gonna, I guess, go for. And so we worked with something and kind of made him like just a blank slate, just kind of talking very neutral, not quite. He's not quite sure of himself, and like as the series progressed, he becomes more assured and just more expressive, and I love his rants I love his fits of anger when he's just going all out on Magnet. That's always fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, this has been a blast. I've actually never played a character quite like this, so it was new to me too. It was a fun acting challenge. I didn't quite know what to expect, and when I'm reading the scripts, I kind of fell for Frigid myself, and I'm glad, everyone really loves him the way I do. So I'm glad you guys did a really good job in crafting this character as far as like the writing goes, and it just made my job easier, basically.
Yeah, and the thing, I think that's one of the biggest surprises of the series, the reception of Frigid. Like, I wrote Frigid and I was like, oh, it's all and good, but like, people really liked Frigid, and I was like, wow. That's probably one of the first instances I've written a character who people go on to just love, and it's just like, I'm sorry, that's a new one. Like, I did not expect that. Like, I go into making a character that I know people will like, but never a character where I didn't expect people would like. So that was
Yeah.
like, huh, interesting. I see why, because you're seeing a character develop, but...
This is a new feeling.
Yeah, this is a new feeling. Exactly. And Grant Emil says the super chat, Massacre flexing on us and the fact that they manage dressing gowns. They're all three of them were gifts. They were all gifts from my father-in-law. Basically. Just like...
That's when you know you've made it.
Oh, yeah. No, my in-laws, they like me. I didn't have to worry about that. And considering I met my mother-in-law for the first time, I was dressed up as the 10th Doctor. I was fine. I was like,
Nice.
Okay, he's not a threat.
Got the
He's not
Converse
a threat.
shoes on the suit.
Yeah, no, Nanaki's seen my 11th Doctor cosplay.
I have.
Yeah. Back in the day
I have
when I fit in
experienced it.
back in the day when I could fit in it. That was back when I was like weighed 155. That was like, that's too little. Yeah,
Dude,
but
you're awesome no matter how squishy you are. It's all good.
yeah, but yeah, but let's get away from the illusions. So mind you that though there are a lot of allusions to many different sci-fi in Revelation F. It's mostly Red Dwarf and Hitchhikers and stuff like that.
A little bit of Star Trek, a little bit of Star Wars.
A little bit of Star Trek in there, yeah, absolutely. I think because I watched a lot of Next Generation. Like, I'm probably halfway through season 4, and I'm like, oh, I better get through the rest of it before Netflix takes it off. I better make sure I do that. But basically, there's just I just realized I'm probably more of a Star Trek fan than a Star Wars fan. More of it, really. I sort of prefer the Star Trek side. But mind you, Book of Boba Fett I did enjoy. It was a lot of fun. It was I thought it was all right, and yeah. So And again, ever since then, I just find myself every now and again just going, "Shut up, Wesley." just I want to like try and get an allusion to that. And Redacted of the Mask says, "You did absolutely amazing with Frigid's voice." Well, thank you. Thank you, Redacted.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate that.
And Gobi then says, "Meanwhile, I'm enamored over Dira." Oh, aren't we all? Absolutely. Alex did a really good job as
Really
Dira.
did.
Yeah.
Really did.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
This whole cast is
Yeah.
very impressive, really. I mean, you did a good job just getting everyone in.
And a lot of
everyone's...
a lot of these people I brought in were just mates. I was calling in favors and going, "Here,
Hey.
hey,
Yeah.
you want to play this cute? You want to play this cool character? There's fan art."
Not gonna lie, like, I haven't voice acted in like 6 years since having my son, and then Masako just pops in and is like, "Hey, I've got a character for you. What do you reckon?" And I'm like, I can try. Like, beyond nervous, but you were so patient with me, so I'm glad I've managed to do it. I'm really enjoying it. So
Hey, I like directing. I like directing people.
The other half of the actors are me being, "Oh, Mas, can we get them? Can we get them, please? Can we get this person?"
Oh yeah, okay.
Please,
So
can I keep
basically,
them, please?
let me just explain the relationship that Have and I have. Basically, you could boil it down to one thing at Sayacon, the Dragonball convention. And there was like, after the convention was over, in the green room, which is like the bar upstairs, all the actors were talking. And I was like, and then Hav's like, "Hey mate, why don't we just go up there and just check it out?" And it's just like, I don't know. I don't want to go bother and say, "Mas, come on." And then we went up. Hav doesn't really talk much in front of people, but he picks his moments. So he just observes, he just watches. And then the moment he comes in with a zinger, people just go have whiplash and they go, "Oh, that's a really good point. That's really good." And then he retreats back into the background. He picks his moments to make the most effective addition in the conversation. And then afterwards, I actually had a really good time. And then he just walks around smugly going, "I told you. Told you." And then there's one guy I want that he wanted to have in potentially in season 3. And I'm like, "Oh, then they're not going to listen to me." And then he says, "Oh, just try. And I'm like, okay, they started following me now. And even though I can't see his smug look, I know it's there.
Yeah.
I know it's there.
Always there.
But incidentally, we
Doing it
got
right
a
now.
$20 super chat from Stargazer. Thank you very much, buddy. Saying, "Hey guys, a few months ago on the What If Roundtable, I submitted an idea about Niera and Tarbal joining forces to take down Frieza. I decided to make a short story, so if you guys would like to see it, I'd be happy to show you." Sure! Revelation
Sure.
F fanfiction? Hell yeah! That sounds great.
Yeah.
And honestly, there is going to be a thing that Yamcha has a chance to get back at Niera in season 3. I won't say how, but they do meet again.
Yep.
So yeah.
Oh, thank
absolutely.
goodness.
Joseph Tellis comes in with a $5 super chat. Says, "When we maybe get an episode where zombie aliens are a thing, bet Yamcha will say aim for the head or heart, only for it to do nothing."
No comment. No comment. No comment about this one. You need to be patient.
No, basically,
I would love that, though.
Oh, no, basically, it's like, I say, quick, I know. We need to get one of them cricket bats. Absolutely. That can do it. That'll solve the problem. Oh, wait a minute. I can destroy planets. Why am I scared? Why am I scared?
Well, they are pretty scary, boss.
People,
we have movies about them on Earth all the time.
Oh, one of those movies, right? The moving picture things. Oh, I understand it. Sabe then goes, "I love Merlo. I can give your nasty robot a shock." Oh yeah, Merlo's a cool character. Like the triad, they all have their quirks.
Quirks.
Like, Shiraz is just dotty and eccentric. Merlo is very quick-tempered and very speedy. And Dira is just insane.
Dira
Is just insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Vince said, "I'm surprised there are no space movies." Oh no, that's just reality TV.
Yeah.
Sci-fi movies are just reality TV, basically.
We are the aliens. We are the sci-fi.
Yeah. Oh, that movie Alien. And then, watching the Xenomorph Freeza's just like,
I'm going
Time to stew. Exactly.
I am going to sue them right now.
Daddy,
Yeah.
Daddy, get the lawyer on the phone.
Yep.
Oh, of course, Gobi, Space Hulu. Of course.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So in case there was confusion, yes, Shiraz, Merlo, and Dira are the triad. Yes.
Yes.
We can tell you that.
And Dira is the first of the triad because he
Yeah.
always has to be first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Space lawyers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Phoenix
love
Wright
how.
Oh, we need to do like a parody of Phoenix Wright, as in like instead of Ace Attorney, it's Space Attorney.
Space Attorney. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Space Lavender. I would love a joke when
Vulture Wrong, Space Attorney. Instead of Phoenix
Yeah.
Wright, it's Vulture Wrong.
Vulture
Wrong,
Yeah.
Space Attorney.
Yeah. Simurg. Even Simurg wrong. Also, we need a joke, a scene somewhere when the Yamcha is watching something and she's like, "Why are you watching a news channel? I thought it was a sci-fi channel."
It's like, duh. Remember where you are? Oh, right. Space stuff. Right.
Also, we are going for absolute record on how many times we can use space in one script.
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, that was derived from... That was derived from everything to do with Team 4-Star.
Yeah.
Ah, my space armor.
We get it,
Yeah.
you're from space!
Yeah.
That was all derived from the Pioneer dub, where Berta goes, "Thanks, Chief, you owe me a space soda." It all came from that.
Oh, good old
Spaceys.
Pioneer dub.
And species, it's good in space. Yeah, Space Cow, now be a nice little space cow and move along. Oh. Even when basically brandishing his prisoners, like causing third-degree burns, he can get in a pun.
Sort of like putting down old space yellow.
Yeah.
Yes.
How is that a thing?
Space
gotta
not guilty,
love-
says Jacob. Space not guilty.
Talk about anything from that arc. My favorite moment of yours has got to be the General Mountain. Hi, General Mountain. My name's Gogan. Just gets crushed.
Mr.
Yeah.
Mountain.
Speaking of favorite moments, it's a very good segue because we actually got asked about our favorite moments from Revelation F seasons 1 and 2. So why don't we get to that?
Okay, Hav, why don't you go first since you brought it up?
You want me to start?
If you'd like to.
Season 1, like definitely Frigid's little "Why should I kill you, brother?" At the very end, the last line.
Yes, the fact.
The suspense and reaction of people.
Oh, that was my idea.
Yeah.
And then, but the way you crafted that that line, and it's just like, but then the idea, I love the idea of just like ending it like that point. Like you spend months trying to figure out, well, what is he going to do with him? And people just going, "You can't just stop it there." I go like, I can.
We just did.
And then and then some people were just like, excuse me, Masako, that's not how you do a season finale. I'm like, I just did. I just did. There you go. I just did. Yeah.
That was the cliffhanger, wasn't it?
Yeah, but the twist at the end at season 2 is that, oh, no, Frieza doesn't die. Nobody dies. Frigid just lets him go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rin Okumera, sorry, because it's a good question. How did Frieza get over PTSD? Who said he did?
Yeah.
It's an ongoing battle.
I somehow have a computational mindset, so eventually I can just compartmentalize it. Oh, yeah. But
I turn it into something productive.
Probably my favorite moment is the whole Nera Yamcha flirtation thing.
Oh, yeah. Game.
Oh, yeah. That's
You
the
totally
thing.
got it.
I don't often get to do these in What Ifs because it's kind of awkward when when I voice female and male characters. So I don't blame people basically just telling me to stop it, basically. So having actors do it. So Molly who plays Niera, nailed the flirtation as Harbor, and then Stan always brings it to the recording session.
Stan is Yamcha, like, come on.
And just
it's Yamcha playing Stan, okay?
Yeah, basically, and it's just, and then, but, I mean, you could always just do the whole Harbor, and stuff like that, just to play on that, but seriously, no. I had the idea of just, like, Harbor just really laying on the flirtation on it, and just, like, having that tone. Molly's tone for Harbor, really good. And even as Niera, as Yamcha just finds out, she was pretty strong. Still do it.
That was interesting too.
Oh yeah?
It's all interesting too because he got over his fear of girls.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if you survive almost having your, most of your appendages being thawed off by a snowstorm, you can pretty much survive anything. Oh, Vince asks, will Shiraz have a robot body to control? She already does. Have you not noticed the cart and wheels?
Yeah.
She has a wheel fetish, basically. Yeah, Shiraz just goes, well, basically, I just enjoy wheels. They never let me down.
I will put on record that Shiraz is my favorite character.
Oh, Shiraz just
goes... What's your favorite scene?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah,
I've got her on my my Revelation F shirt. Y'all should maybe get one.
Oh, yeah. Go to MasakoX.com and get your Revelation F merch. Incidentally, Turt Slap on Merlot, and of course our R&R Raditz as well as in the chat. So, yeah.
That's my technique called instant segue right there.
Turt, if you want to join the voice chat, just hop in if you want.
Hop in, man.
Yeah, that's our Merlot and Raditz. And
he's fantastic.
Yeah, I love the fact that Raditz is just creating so much of a buzz on Twitter, and people hate me for making Raditz popular.
You did this, Moss. This is all you.
I'm just reminded of Davos in season 4. Don't forget, Masako. You the one who did this. You shall be known as the destroyer of the worlds.
Come on, can you really blame them?
That moment in season 4, I just remember Davos just like laying into me. You did this. Just like, this is me just going.
Excellent.
Quite right, Gobi. Quite right.
That's right.
The excellent button.
Excellent.
No, it's from the big green dub of. Excellent. And that's just like the Vegeta, the guy who voices like pretty much all the male characters. I'm the vulnerable bloody space warriors. Just the same.
Okay. Let's go on with the favorite scenes, lady.
Yeah,
lady,
sorry.
What was your
favorite scene?
From season 1 or 2?
It's tough for me because I don't know an awful lot about Dragon Ball Z. Like, I don't know an awful lot about everything. So I've kind of just the whole of Revelation F is just totally fresh for me. So the end of season 2 was like huge because obviously I'm not gonna lie, I fell in love with Frigid. He is my favorite character besides Jukai, obviously. So everything that happened to me just destroyed me internally. I was like, oh, my poor baby boy. But pretty much anything where Kit and Jukai interact is instant like yay for me because you can see his heart softening around this little girl who just loves everything that he's doing, and she's just loves him to pieces, like, oh, you're like my new dad and stuff, and I love their interactions. It's so cute.
Well, you're welcome. Well, no, basically the thing is Kit really does not like people. He just about tolerates the cast, except for Chilai. Yeah, Chilai and he are cool. But Jukai is like basically, she's like the episode 9 is like, Kit, I'm a mechanic, not a musician. It's like, damn right. It's like, that's my girl. That's right. That's the correct answer. Basically,
He's so goddamn cute.
He was so proud.
Kit can chill. It's just like he just has it's priorities and stuff like that. And eventually it's just going to be like that moment where, they're building stuff, they're proper builders, and they're just like making things and just like, they're all sweaty and gross and stuff like that, but it's been a long job well done. They made something cool. They're like having the cold one at the end of the day. And it's just like, nice. It's like,
Sophisticated
and
unit.
you know that relationship was going to be doing really well. Is when Jukai goes, well, first off, this tool's a real doozy. Whoa! Oh, that's going to be fun. All right. That's going to be awesome.
Vince Lumontat asks if Kid bench presses often, like he builds a machine that does it for him, and that's how he gets his muscles. Because that takes more effort than actual bench pressing.
More like I make a machine that can crush benches, like press benches into smaller things. Yeah, he does have muscles, but you know, nothing that could lick Frieza's power and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm more like a chairperson.
Yeah, it's
than
like,
bench
yeah,
person.
I'm more into chairs.
I need on that.
Yeah. Adam, thank you very much for your super chat. And Save goes, you put Shiraz in Frieza's head. That's more to... I didn't do it. Dira did it.
Dira did it.
Dira did it.
Dira did it.
Dira just did it. It's like, oh, we gotta make sure that Shiraz survives. But I'm gonna do this in a way that is just hilarious.
Oh, also to give you stuff to think that you know, it's not a spoiler, but something for everyone to think about. Dira totally knew that crew will survive that. Like Dira didn't care about crew not surviving, so that was part of the plan.
Oh, that's the thing. Dira doesn't necessarily want everyone to, die. It's like, oh, there are some people that need to live to witness.
Yeah.
You know, it's like he doesn't want Shiraz to die because he genuinely loves Shiraz, and it's like, oh dear, oh I killed Shiraz. Undo. Basically, he can just
Control
like
Z.
Yeah, Control Z. Let's put it in Frieza's head. That's funny. And there was a really cool bit of artwork on Twitter. I need to figure out who did it come from.
Ironically enough,
it was from Private Mumbles, where basically whenever Shiraz talks, is that one of Frieza's eyes just glows red.
Red, yeah.
So that always be cool. And it'd be a moment where, for the first few episodes, where Frieza and Shiraz are stuck together, they cannot stand each other, even though they can tolerate, and Frieza does respect Shiraz. Yeah. But there will be a moment where they basically have to solve a mystery, and Shiraz is just like, I'm really confused as to what's going on, but I do think if that were me, I'd be doing this. So inadvertently she'd be helping, but has no clue as to how and why she's helping. But she's just there, and it's just funny. I think I had the idea of just like, oh, well, what do we do with Shiraz? Oh, let's put her in Frieza's head. That's just like that subversion and hilarious.
Yeah.
Funny enough, that was actually my favorite moment of the season, was when you find out Shiraz is inside Frieza's head.
She has no idea how she got there.
Like, no. He's like, no.
Oh, by the way, we are joined with our Merlo. Merlo's in the house.
The bigger, better, faster, and stronger AI.
Hi, everybody.
Yes, we got Merlo in here. So
hey.
Yeah, absolutely. Adam says, aren't Frieza's eyes already red? The pupils are, but I'm talking about the entire eye going red.
They can be redder.
Oh gosh.
Gobi, that could be really fun. That Shiraz prefers wheels, as in like there'll be a moment where Frieza's just walking. It's like, and it's just buffeting. It's like, oh, Captain, can you just stop walking as fast? I do not like these bipedal feet. Can't you just replace it with wheels while I reside in you? Shiraz, no! No, Shiraz! I, for one, do not agree with your desire to have everything installed with wheels.
The amount of animation potential that has is wonderful.
Oh, no, the thing is, though...
are you getting clips?
Diana did do a skit where, when Shiraz got her mobile form, of like... Because she came up with the idea inadvertently, of just like, Shiraz's processing power is so massive that you can't see all her face. You just see her eyes and a little bit of a fringe, and that's it. Because, like, the resolution, the monitor can't take it all. And that means she can't say, Chilai, I'm really angry. Can you help me? Stick on paper eyebrows. Like, Okay, thank you, Chile. I'm really annoyed with you. It's like that was hilarious, and it was just like
Also,
it had so much personality.
a Nightmare says that Dira saved Shiraz with the power of plot armor. Nightmare, it will have a payoff. Trust me, it is the right choice.
It is the right choice.
Oh my god,
One of
Frieza,
my
get
favorite
Heelys.
moments.
Give him Heelys.
Oh,
I was gonna say, like, having him like just rolling down the hallway in his little pose with his hands behind his back.
oh no, that's the payoff at the end of it all. Like later on in the day, the captain just glides past, and then she was like reading something and going like, "Captain, we compromised." We compromised.
Yeah, you guys wanted a new
Frieza
form for
compromised,
Frieza.
And then
This is it.
And then just Shiraz going, "Wee!"
You got wheels. And they just all crack up.
I'll have to be like, can I get a pair?
Yeah, Gobi says, "What if Shiraz took an interest in skateboarding?" Oh, it's like it's like that old like Sonic Happy Meal ad. Sonic skateboard. So it's like Shiraz skateboard. I mean, to be honest, she's small enough to put on a skateboard. You just afterwards, and you just stick the skateboard in the cart, and you could take away all the stuff. Disco roller derby, yeah, just like disco party in the new Zinfandel or whatever ship they get.
Like, one interesting thing that they can explore is that, Frieza and Shiraz together, is that Shiraz could kinda use, the neural interface of Frieza to, for the first time, taste food.
Oh yeah, well she can sort of guess flavor.
Yeah.
Like she can guess flavor because
But,
that one episode where she did help out Yamcha in the kitchen.
Yeah.
She can quantify portions and stuff like that. But she's never tasted anything like. She's not had that input. And it's just like, I almost want to just like try and find some like Gordon Ramsay quotes.
Yeah.
And just like, just almost like, this meat is raw!
What are you, Yamcha?
It's like,
An idiot sandwich.
Idiot space sandwich. Idiot space sandwich.
And then Frieza's saying, "I am so sorry, Yamcha. I'm so sorry, crewman. I do not have any ill feelings towards you. She's just in a really bad mood." It's like, that's all right, Captain. Oh, nightly piano. Every time Philly and we go out to eat, and we do, I check the wine list. And whenever we ever see Shiraz, it's just like, nice. Yeah, we just see Shiraz, we see Merlot. It's just great. Like, so many... Nightmare, you've done space donut. Yes.
What time it is? Currently we're at age 768.
Yeah, between age 768 and 769. So, like, it's a couple of years after the Cell games. We still got plenty of time before the Boo Saga.
Yeah, and Beerus is deep asleep. He won't appear.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Gobi. Whenever I see Shiraz on a wine list, I'm like, nice. Vince, in the Galactic Patrol, why they're portrayed as an antagonist, they're not necessarily an antagonist. They're more just like an annoyance. They're like,
but like, Lango has proven to be friendlier in season 2,
Yeah, like we realize. I think we just wanted to go like, but hey, folks, you really shouldn't be hating Langu. There are other characters to hate right now.
Yeah.
Who they will be, not sure. But ultimately, it's just gonna be like, just like things will become clear. Adam, do we have an ending in mind? We do.
Yes.
We have written the ending. Well, we haven't written, but we know exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So we definitely have a clue as to what shall happen.
For now, we have planned it for it to go in 50 episodes. We haven't written the remaining, but 50 episodes is what we are targeting.
So ultimately, it will be 50 episodes. So that's plenty. That's plenty. Absolutely.
So I second QX's comment right there. He says, "Could you honestly give Yamcha a space sword like you did in Dragon Ball?"
Well,
We call that a lightsaber.
Yeah, it was a little too much like it though. It was a neat idea. I like that.
no, no, it's not lightsaber. It's more like a light dagger. Yeah. It's a light pet or something like a like a fencing type of thing.
Call it something new every time you bring it up. Just
never
consistently.
Well, dang it.
Beam saber. I like that.
Yeah, just
It's a bright scimitar.
Yes.
The Lighthawk wings.
Oh no! Instead of a lightsaber, it's a heavy we just instead of just doing lightsaber and in light, it's just a really heavy sword.
Shrek Gaming, 4 seasons. We are planning Revelation F to have 4 seasons.
Could like load his key.
It could be a dark matter sword.
Yep.
So, yeah, we just.
Blade.
Who else has a favorite moment from the series?
Yeah. Anyone else have a particularly that hasn't been said? That have they got a favorite moment they'd like to share?
I could say mine.
Go on.
Okay.
Really, because it was me working on the animation, it's gotta be that moment.
Oh,
really get into it.
Of course, because you spent 6 months animating that.
Tell people about it. Yes.
Dude.
It's a good opportunity. Tell everyone about it.
Well, for one, it was it was quite the challenge. Just because I didn't schedule any break days in there, so I had to just make it work. Getting ahead of schedule and stuff like that. But it was a really cool experience. I've never gotten to work on anything like that for anybody as big as this community. Basically, I'm very new to all of this. But it was really cool because I actually had to go study how the art style is done. I know I could have, like Gonako, she put her own little spin on it. But to really get that 90s aesthetic, and being that it was a serious moment, it's a good idea to go with a proper art style, I guess. But it was cool because I got to figure out how to make it look older. It's just a good process. I liked, I think it was Totally Not Mark and Trev, to study their art and see the design philosophies behind everything.
Yeah.
Both amazing artists.
But
Yes.
Really good. But it was interesting because I really wanted to make it look good, but I I couldn't spend too long on it. You have to balance that quality versus time. So hopefully I managed to find a good balance, and it came out pretty good.
Yeah.
Not for me to judge entirely. It's
Yeah, no, agreed. I feel like Diana's style is good for Revelation F in what it is. Basically, it's a kitschy 50s style audio drama. So her style is perfect for that. But when you need to have a serious moment, Stoven's style, that rings out. And yet we will be I'll be putting out a poll for the season 2 animated moment, maybe. So
I am a betting man, and I think I think I know what it'll be. I already see this pop up.
Well, what would you want it to be, Have?
I mean, of course, like, people want kids concert. Like, come on, like clip for Golden Glory. Like, come on.
Oh yeah, of course, Golden Glory.
I want Golden Glory to be the opening for season 3, but
Well, to be honest, I have incidentally, I did get in touch with Nez, and he has made it work.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
So we will have a.
When he said I might put up a poll on what to do next, I'm like, what? You didn't tell me this.
Well, no, but this we can maybe do it slightly different.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's I just thought it was funny.
And don't worry, if you need help, we can always provide help.
Yeah. we won't close you in the basement like the last time.
Yeah.
That's where the animators belong.
They locked me up. I was in their dungeon.
I saw this poor guy in the dungeon for so long. Eventually, I went and visited him.
Yeah, he was like when he showed us like 5 frames of animation, then he was allowed to get food. Like for every 5 frames.
I gave him a little bit of bread beforehand.
Yeah, just pinched off a piece.
Kevin, you gave him some bread, but it was nothing but garlic.
Oh no! Basically said, you work hard or we send you to Netflix. That's what I thought. Man. But don't worry, it's okay. We provide food, and we pay fairly. and also we tell people kudos and stuff like that. People get the kudos, and I am always a believer of like the people I get working on things. I praise their work.
Yeah,
I go magnet there. Be absolutely jubilant as to their really hard efforts. And I always tell, and all the people that work at day, I always go, take in the afterglow. The afterglow is the best bit.
That's true.
It
was amazing. I do want to thank everybody who left all those comments. That's kind of what keeps you going, when you see the outcome and knowing that all that work you put in. Because I will say, there's a lot of days that I'm like, oh man, I just don't want to do this. This is awful. But then, at the end of the day, it's the outcome that counts, and it's a sense of accomplishment there.
I had a really bad day, like at the day when we premiered, season 2 finale. Like my day started very badly, and like seeing all of the people reacting in chat made my day. Like my bad mood just evaporated. So
and
yeah,
one of the briefs that like on one of the drafts for like one of our what if scripts was just like, hey, I'm going dark in this draft, and I'm like, okay, read it. Oh wow, that was dark. Okay, yeah. I'll add to that. I'll turn the screw on that. I add the rest of my bit and just go like, oh yeah, okay. Hav wants to go dark today. I can get behind this. Incidentally, YouTube's got this brand new feature where it's the research tab, where it tells you what you lot have been searching on YouTube. I know your dirty secrets.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, and incidentally, Android 21 was one of the most searched for topics. So I'm like, oh. And we incidentally had a what if that was suggested to us last week. So look out forward to an Android 21 what if.
Oh.
It's not a series. It's most likely just going to be a one-off. But I felt like I needed to.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. I haven't even done anything yet. Gobi goes.
I mean, we all are here because Sophie aren't here with us. Like Sophie would tell you to stop it right away. So, if she was here.
Figo Rosales, thank you very much for your super chat. Thank you very much, very appreciated.
Yeah.
Oh
God, Sophie did such a good job voicing Magnet. Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
All I needed to do was basically just say, can you do Michael Palin as like the Roman Emperor from Life of Brian? And pretty much just it wrote itself.
Yeah. Magnet wasn't a character before Sophie started to voice him. Like we came up with the entire character because like they were like unnamed Frigidarian and voice, and then Sophie did Magnet, and we were like, this has to be a major character.
And the Magnet thing is from Fridge Magnet.
Yeah, Fridge Magnet.
Yeah.
In case everyone wonders, it's a Fridge Magnet.
And Commander Crisper, that's the Crisper draw.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
And Chester is Chester draws. Chester and draws.
Yeah.
There you go.
Gotta keep those Toriyama name puns.
Oh yeah, every name.
I love it.
Every name is a pan.
I'm still proud of Moraine and Drumlin, and that was Philly's idea, because she's a zoologist, as in like a biology teacher, but she also knows about like glacial phenomena. So Moraine and Drumlin are what's left of glaciers, the rock formations. So
that's interesting. I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't question it.
Mutane is another one of them. So they're all named after rock formations caused by glaciers.
Yeah,
nice.
So, and everyone keeps thinking that Moraine and Drumlin are dum-dums. No, they're not. And that's the misconception. People think that they're dumb. They're not.
They just solid.
We just need to do things one thing at a time. Then we can do it well. It's like, don't overload the boys. Don't overload them boys. They can do it. Just be patient. Just be patient.
I'm sorry. I just need to read what Gobi just said. Real talk. 21 wouldn't have been on my search history. If I'm gonna look up overrated DB characters, I'm gonna look up Bardock. Ba. Shots fired.
I luckily I had the sound.
Yeah.
So basically, just like there you go.
Yes, good boy Frieza, Mrs. Zarpon.
I miss Zarbon. He was very good.
There will be a line about
I
this
missed Zarbon.
in season 3. There will be a line about Frieza missing Zarbon. Yes.
Yeah, Gobi, we do know you love you some Bardock.
Yeah.
I love me some Bardock too.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. That's why the whole All Might Bardock scene was so cathartic.
Yeah.
Just like, that's how everyone viewed Bardock. He's just basically, he was All Might before All Might was a thing.
Yeah.
Basically.
He's still viewed that way, even within the latest chapters.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, in a way.
Go check out the discussion video we did last week about that. But
Nightly Piano 41 has a pretty interesting point. Speaking of, were Moraine and Ramlin written to be neurodivergent, or is that just me misreading stuff?
I'm really never quite sure about the term neurodivergent, but honestly, that was not my intent. But
it wasn't
the
the
whole
intent,
thing with
but
Moraine and Drumlet, I wanted them to be seen as misunderstood. Like, Magnet views them as idiots, stupid, because they're not Trojan, but they are simple, as Dira says, simple but loyal. As in, like, even Dira can see the benefits of Moraine and Drumlet.
Yeah.
Even he can. He's like, even though they are clones, they basically they are rather intriguing and completely innocent. I have no qualm with them. It's like, Dira doesn't because they're harmless.
But if you see them as a positive representation, all power to you, right?
Yeah. No, that's the thing. I'm glad that people interpret them as such.
Yeah.
If it helps, or if it's in that kind of stuff, then cool. I just want them to be seen as like, hey, they're a lot more capable than people think. And that's the whole thing with Jukai. That's the whole thing with Jukai came from when I was trying to do work at the beginning after I graduated university. Because to be an editor, if you want to work in London, you have to be a runner. And back when I weighed 360 pounds, running and doing stuff across London, that wasn't going to happen. But the context was that you could still, at that young age of your early 20s, not be taken seriously. And I hated that. I hated the fact just because of age that people would just dismiss you. So the whole thing with Quake and Nami just dismissing Jukai, even though she wants to be there, she's really good at what she does. But just because of pulling rank, people don't listen to her. That's pretty much what I wanted to do with Jukai. Just, what if you gave the intern... Well, as Frieza said, if you let the intern run the show. Basically. See what she could do. And Jukai absolutely nailed it. She basically saved Frigid. She saved the crew. Twice.
Yep.
So, 3 times, actually. So, multiple times. And
she's not done.
Oh, no. Oh, she's not done at all. But Jukai is basically my representation of all the interns out there and all the low-paid workers of like, hey, I'm aware of your existence. You got this. You can do cool stuff. Basically.
Yeah, Jukai representing.
Yeah.
Jukai herself.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. Vince says, does Frieza pose like Ginyu, but he's too embarrassed to admit it? I wonder, if he's in his room, he just poses, does a little Ginyu thing.
He tries on the cape, for sure. Yeah.
Just in front of the mirror while no one's watching.
Yeah. For sure he tries on the cape, that's that one.
He tries his father's cape on for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then does it.
Now he cannot anymore, obviously, because there's Oh no, the cape burned. Oh no. Oh no, the cape is gone. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's
Somebody asked about the inspiration for destroying Zinfandel. Every Star Trek show has to destroy their ship at one point.
Mm-hmm.
That's like obvious. Like you have to destroy the ship.
Yeah, you have to destroy it at one point, and you also need to kind of like have a new beginning and sort of like make a clear signifier that this is very much different of of what's going forward.
Yeah, because the structure of like next season will be kind of different. Like a lot of those characters will like we will learn, where they're coming from. We'll like. One of the episodes would be based about Magnet when we learn, why Magnet is the way he is. We'll learn why Dira is the way they are, right? But it's interesting with Frigid because Frigid doesn't have past, so like Frigid needs to forge who he is, which I think will be also a very interesting episode.
Essentially, have that moment in Batman Begins where Bruce Wayne goes to the Himalayas.
Yes. Frigid will have his Himalayas.
He has to go on a pilgrimage.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm very interested in seeing what happens.
Yeah. Basically, we want to explore more about the original species of Frieza, Cold, and all that stuff, like where they originally came from. So we might actually come up and like actually go deep into the lore of how they were formed.
Yeah, because all I'm seeing is just they have to like clone themselves. Like there's not a lot of them left.
Yeah.
This is our headcanon, obviously, because it's never explained, but
it's definitely interesting though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We're just filling in the gaps.
Yeah.
Like the whole Zunian thing. We're just adding more about Zune and stuff like that.
Jilted Ensign, so Mask hasn't seen DS9, but DS9 is my favorite Star Trek. So add 2 to 2.
Yeah, so
I actually wanted to ask if there was any Babylon 5 influence.
Can't say there was. I've not seen
Can't say there was. Yeah, if there are, like accidental. Like
Philly's always trying to like say, oh, you should do this or that from Firefly, because she loves Firefly. And I'm like, maybe I might want to put a Mac character in there, because to be fair, we do like our Nathan Fillion.
But it's cool to see the layers of all these layers of writing has effect that ends up like comparing to other really great classic sci-fi stories.
Yeah, and also going back to more 2001, Shiraz's hero is Sal 9000 from the sequel to 2001. Because there is a female version of Hal 9000. There's a female in the second one, Sal 9000. It's the female Hal, basically.
Oh man.
Yeah, no,
that was a really good detail.
Incidentally, there is a sequel to 2001. It's a good sequel. It's nowhere near as complex or like as a masterpiece of 2001. Nothing can be. But the fact is, though, the director of that movie, they had to rebuild all the sets from 2001 by scratch because Stanley Kubrick had them all destroyed. And they basically were in the middle of... Because it's got, like, Helen Mirren, John Lithgow, all these classic actors, like, really before they were actually really famous. You just see... You get to hear Helen Mirren as a cosmonaut, basically. Yeah, putting on an accent and stuff like that. Sal 9000 was in Recess. I bet that somebody watched that. Because that is in... It is in 2010, the year we make contact. Or Odyssey 2, if you read the books. I would say there are 4 books in the Odyssey series. 1 and 2, definitely read them. Third one, not really.
No.
Fourth one, no. It's just Independence Day. Arthur C. Clarke basically just saw Independence Day and go like, that's how I'm going to end it. Because you know that astronaut that got killed in the first one, he's alive again. He woke up in the year 3000.
Bruh.
I don't know. Frank, it's just like chapter 3. Frank Poole woke up. What?
What?
He died 1,000 years ago. How? He suffocated. What? But yeah, no, go watch the second movie, because actually Taliesin Jaffe, the ADR director of the Helsing dub, he's a 10-year-old boy in that. It's him as a little boy. So, it's an incidental little thing. But the whole
To
point
all
was
us
that,
critical role lovers, it's hilarious.
yeah, no, but that's just one of my favorite little references. The fact that Shiraz's hero is another female computer.
Yeah.
The fact that that's one of her greatest heroes. Just
Also, Sailor 11 said Hitters and Arcosians. Well, I can tell you, like, at least for the canon of Revelation F's universe, they are not the same species. Arcosians and Hitters. And I just leave it there.
no, they're not. But let's just say that the fact that Arcosian Prosecco is a thing, and it's a dubism, we're just probably we'll just take that, thank you.
Yeah. We like to pay off, some of the side jokes.
Yeah,
and make
just
them
as in the
thing.
filter, we're just like, this is the Arcosians, right? From the Pioneer dub. We're like, we'll just take that, thank you. It's
What
just
about
like,
Nightmares?
basically, I just take off my filter, and I'll put that back on. I need my filter.
Nightmare got a funny idea where there could be a scene where Frieza's chased by a bunch of guys. He gets to the ship. He says, "You shall remember the day. This day is the day you almost caught Captain F. Good day." I like that.
Yeah.
Almost like almost like a nod to the whole thing from Kai 3. That's right, buttholes. This is my resurrection, and you're all about to get effed. So it's just Mr. F sends his regards.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are so many things that we'd love to do, but I feel like, Dex Tristo, is this stream gonna stay on the channel? Yes, I can make sure that it does.
I would appreciate it.
Okay, yeah, it will be.
I have some ideas.
The pressure is on.
Oh
now.
dear.
Oh boy.
Whenever Diana does that, I'm like, oh no.
Oh.
Oh no and
Those
oh yes.
ideas just
Oh no
freeze
and oh
with
yes.
feelings.
It's oh no, oh yes.
At the same time.
It is basically, but yeah, no, the archive of the stream, we'll keep it up. We shall keep it up because people want it.
Yeah. How do you find and hire voice actors for your things? Like we already said it, but we will be looking for another series regular for season 3. Other than Jukai, there will be one more new character joining the crew. In
Yeah.
season 3.
Yeah, no, basically we want to like keep this as a mixture of people that we work with and also friends of mine. So just to kind of like bring in some of my mates and just like go like, yeah, do you want to be in this little fun little thing? You know, cheesy 50s radio play? Yeah? You want to just do it?
Like, yeah, all right, Mucker. Yeah, I'll be right over. I'll give you a hand. Yeah, right.
Sound as a pound, mate. Lovely. Lovely.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
I'll
It
put a
really
bow on.
is just that too.
It
He just messaged me one day like, "Yo, I need you for this." I was like,
No.
"All right."
Yeah,
That's legit how the exact conversation between me and Masako went. You know, we went full Londoner. You know,
yeah, we
Really?
both originally hail from the south.
we do.
Literally, Moscow recruited me by just sending me a gif of "You're hired." Nothing else.
No, I saw your animations and stuff like that, and then I was like, I need this boy. I need this boy. I need this boy doing stuff.
Oh,
So yeah.
No, it just
With-
stop it.
Okay.
You get a live one for that.
So yeah, so in terms of like looking, sometimes we write character thinking about a person. Like when we thought about Merlo, I was like Kevin. We need Kevin as Merlo.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
originally it was gonna be that my very early thing is that Shiraz was going to die and she'd have a son, and that would have ended up being Kevin. But
Oh yeah, I remember that.
that was the initial concept. But we changed it, obviously, so now Merlo is one of the triad, and the son of Shiraz is Kit Jr. You know, just like, it's just like that. And incidentally, yes, Kit Jr. survived. Incidentally, because some people weren't sure.
No,
No,
survived.
Yeah.
He's on 3-bit rack, which is
Poor
the,
little guy.
Yeah, no,
the tiny roundabout.
it's okay. He survived.
He
Kid
survived.
Jr. is alive and safe.
Yeah.
For now.
Also, the hardest one to find the right voice from the three AIs was Dira, because like we had a lot of ideas on how we want to tackle Dira. Like obviously, Alex isn't here, but like obviously, like his spamton is a huge thing, but it's not only spamton. It's the master from Fallout. It's Ultron. It's a lot of it's HAL. It's a lot of your crazy or evil AIs, but like again. Like, Spamton is almost adorable. Like, Dira is
crazy,
and like it's a very hurt individual, let's say, and they have very particular mission.
Well, basically, as Langu said in episode 23, in that, Dira is extremely overstimulated all the time.
Yeah.
As in, like, when his core was unleashed, or the original version of Dira, basically, he just went nuts.
Yeah.
Too much stimulation, and the planet exploded. The planet went boom, basically.
Oh yeah, like with Dira, like we share the whole post audio process. I actually like do the initial filtering and distortions for Dira, and later send it to Mas.
Yes, because basically with Dira, Hav has a specific way of doing it. So I'm like, hey, if you want to realize what you want to do with it, go for it.
Yeah.
Because there are certain things that Hav's babies. I'm like, I'm not going to touch that. So I'm like, okay, you do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Make it work.
Yeah, like the best way to listen to Dira's lines is in headset, because like it's designed for headset to make you even more creeped out.
Oh yeah, the one thing I did do was the distortion when Dira pretends to be Shiraz.
We actually have a full unfiltered clip of Alex pretending to be Shiraz, which is hilarious.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, but it's like, I say, yeah, you pretending to be my wife. You pretending to be my wife. It's like, because the thing is though, just trying to sound like an estuary English middle class woman.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But basically, it's just like, but then I combine the two and just had that looping audio, because you basically, this is one of like the most ancient AI in history, like one of the first AI ever, and you're hearing like an interpretation of them pretending to be someone else. I wanted it to be just as creepy as, it's just as creepy as AF, and just like, and then it just ends, and then all the Otiose goes like, hey, Shiraz really likes me now. Nice. And just like, and X actually added the after, yeah, Shiraz hates my guts. And he went, oh. He realized, oh yeah, she still hates me. Oh.
There goes that cover up.
Otiose is another great character, by the way.
Kit and Shiraz, no, they're not a couple. The thing is though, is that Kit basically is Shiraz's caretaker.
Yeah.
So in the sense like he saved her by getting a really good deal on eBay. Basically, yeah, Gavel really likes Kit. She probably has a crush on Kit, but at the same time she got fleeced.
Yeah.
She got fleeced for 10,000 credits for pretty much one of the most innovative and most revolutionary AIs to ever grace the market. She let it go for 10,000 credits. Yeah. And even Merlot, that was 200,000. 200,000. What a
joke.
Yeah, no, basically, there are so many. You can almost have a spin-off of like Gavel on eBay, just all the different things. Hey, it's like Fantastic Beasts if they were actually, Fantastic Beasts in it. I'm just saying. You'd actually have an auction house. And it was Kaiju, who does the thumbnail art, coming up with the idea for Frigid to have a little fanny pack and the glasses. He just...
It's canon now.
That is canon now. That's his shopping wear.
Yeah.
He wears the tiny glasses and has a little kind of like a hip bag.
I love that look.
Oh, yeah.
When I first saw that, I'm like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, Frigid shops at Whole Foods, basically.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Have to make.
Yeah.
make sure they eat well.
Oh, of course. That's where you need to get the gratitude.
Yeah.
Oh, but no, there are some really cool plans for Revelation F going forward.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay, what I love about cast is, when you write a dialogue, and a banter, you can imagine, the voice of you guys immediately, like the words pop into your head. Just like this cast is so great that you can just, and you have the banter, like you can, we can write entire episode of just being banter, really, because with audio drama we only have sounds, to use. So
that makes it more of a challenge than doing it as an animation, actually. And the thing is, though, is that DC do a lot of audio dramas now, like with Neil Gaiman as well. And I feel like it's something, because people like podcasts, so you just want to resort to animation. And I grew up with the Hitchhikers radio dramas from the 70s and 80s, and that's what partly inspired me. And throughout the entire time I've ever been online making stuff, I've made audio dramas. Like from 2005, I made a series as an audio drama before Adobe Audition was a thing. Cool Edit Pro, that was the thing that Adobe bought out, and then they made Audition, stuff like that.
I think audio dramas are returning big. It's mostly because it's something that with how busy people are, with how fast life is, you can listen to it in the background, right? You can do your chores, work, and listen to stuff.
Commute to work,
Yeah, most of the episodes I listen while I work. It's pretty great.
Oh yeah, of course. And then when you have the whole season what ifs, the whole seasons, that's like you can sit down for 3 hours and just watch the series develop. Like, it's gonna be wild. That by the time we get to season 4, you can have 14 hours worth of content.
Yeah.
It's so much easier to produce, because I know that R&R is like a whole.
Yeah,
it's like a whole undertaking.
Yeah, because you got to get the artwork done. That doesn't take.
Yeah.
That's time consuming, because you got to take the artist's time and delivery into account. And remember, they are human beings.
Yeah.
So absolutely. So radio dramas are a really good way of getting a story out, because it's efficient. And it's a good way of doing it. You get the story across, and you get to use cool actors and stuff like that. And
that's cool.
It's another way of doing it.
And that's why I don't know how behind the curtain it is, but that little that animatic thing I was talking about doing for the Videl What If.
Oh yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
See, I don't even know if that story's still relevant. What's the word? Is it people still talking about it?
Is it hip?
Probably
is it hip?
Hey, you got two fusions out of it with Vizuli and Adele. Yes, it will be.
Yeah.
Yes, you will. You basically got 18 and Videl fusing. Yes, it's partly relevant.
Gotcha.
No, but basically, Stovan is working on a little mini animatic just as a test thing from the What If Videl thing of the Videl Spopovich fight. And it does make my brain crackle, in the fact of it's a chance for Videl to kick Spopovich's ass. Yes.
I did kind of get him with that.
I'm like, okay, cool. Show me the basics of how you would do it, and if I like it, or if we can, we'll do more.
This has been a long time coming.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing
I've seen it. It's rad as hell.
Nice.
Oh yeah, wait. The which one?
I saw you showed me the animatic version. Yeah, remember when I visited you in your dungeon?
Oh yeah, that's right.
And I gave you that bread?
Yeah, that's right. And I showed you the
Yeah, you showed me all the things. It was exciting. It was very fun.
So
what you'll do for a crumb of bread, am I right?
Oh yeah, man, I'll make a whole movie. I can get half a loaf, man.
Let's
not get too crazy here.
Comment from Hollow Shinobi. Small note, I want Frigid and his brothers to learn about their ice link abilities, surviving in space, transformation, great potential, etc. Maybe Drowning and Moraine can go directly into fifth form. Well, that's the thing about them. They are stuck in their second forms. Drowning and Moraine cannot do... But Frigid? maybe he will get something new. We shall see.
Yeah, well, the thing is, though, is that, Moraine and Drumlin, they're in their second form. That means they're still pretty powerful.
Yeah.
Like, they can hold their own out in space.
Yeah.
So, if Bad Luck want to kick their ass, well, we kick ass back.
Yeah, absolutely. Nothing can stop us, except crazy computers.
Yeah.
Yes, crazy computers. We can't do those, but we can do other most things.
Seriously, whenever Stan records for Drumlin, he always laughs at least once.
I think those are my two favorite characters.
That's awesome.
It's just that's the type of voice you can never be sad. Yeah,
They're just so delightful.
Yeah, it's just that's the thing.
When recording, playing off those characters, it's hard for me not to laugh too. Oh, sorry, my phone's going off. It's really hard for me not to laugh as well. I get a kick out of it every time. I'm just like, oh, come on, play the character. I'm sorry, brother. Oh God.
It's like with Goku's voice. I mean, you have to smile.
Yeah, and it's just in episode 24.
Sorry, Mr. Merlo. Sorry.
Lamb Chopper the Last asks, how do you plan to handle Harbour as a character? I feel cautious about her writing, as it seems that anger with Frieza is painted as misguided. Do you hope to refine her anger with Frieza?
Oh, her anger is not misguided. Oh, definitely not.
No, it's not. That's the thing. I think this is the thing that people need to remember. Just because she looks as an antagonist in the series doesn't necessarily mean she's wrong.
Yeah.
Because our crew, except for Yamcha, are neutral.
Yeah.
They are neutral people. Like, Kit, he's just like, I speak as I find. Chilai, I'm a thief. Frieza, he's Frieza. And Shiraz is a computer, and it's basically God, who may or may not have destroyed a planet.
Yeah.
So, they're not all good people. The thing that they're doing is advantageous to them. And with Yamcha, as you saw in episode 11, everything what they did went against his beliefs and principles.
Yep.
So that will come up again in season 3.
Yeah.
And Niera or / Harbour, they will meet again.
Yeah.
They will meet. I have an idea about how they will, but I do want to have it to the point where they can actually resolve the issue they had. But just in a different way. Not just like them saying sorry, but in something that was more action-based. Let's just say.
One thing, like when we got into the layers of the story, right? One thing about Frieza is that this whole adventuring, like, it's kind of an escapist arc for him. Because, I'm a good guy now. But what does it really mean, being a good guy? And is it being a good guy or, escaping from... certain types of responsibility for what you did. Oh, rejoice! I am a good guy now. I do what I want. I'm now friendly, right?
Well, yeah.
So
it goes
this is a huge part of Frieza's development in the series too.
It goes back to episode 4, where he says, "I may have changed my ways, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm a nice guy." Basically, it's that.
Mm-hmm.
He's changed his way. He's still going to be a jerk, because that's still him. Thunder Geese, should we be expecting another sibling? Well, let's just say that's not the last you've heard about Mutane. Let's just say, I didn't just design a character and kill her off before she even existed.
Yeah.
There is a plan, and it's dark.
Yeah.
Let's just say that. We made Dira, and there are going to be ways of Mutane coming back, which are increasingly morbid. Let's just say that...
Corpses floating in the space. La 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 la.
It's like, come now, General. Just because space is very good at preserving things. Please don't tell me you're going where I say you are going. Oh, just keep going, General. I will do the rest.
General. We have the power of plot armor.
It's like, I feel that is directed at somebody. Oh no, General. At everybody. It's like, oh, yeah. Tough, not quite. Just...
You'll see.
You'll see. It basically, we're talking like Pibby levels of stuff. Like the whole thing from Adult Swim and all that stuff.
Anyway, boys, I'm gonna have to hop out of here
No
in a
worries.
minute. In a minute.
No
So,
worries, Kev. Thank you very much for joining us for the moment.
Yeah.
We're probably going to be wrapping things up shortly, but
okay.
All right.
either
Alright,
way,
cool.
thank you very much for spending some of your time with us.
Of course. I was just lurking before you egged me to come on anyway.
Well, it's good.
It's great to have you
well.
here. It's always great to hear from you, man.
Yeah.
I love my
Good to hear
boys and my
Good
girls.
to hear from you.
We love
Yeah.
you.
I know it's been so long. It's been since San Japan. Jeez.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And the fact that Frigid and Merlot can meet on a stream, that's always good.
Yeah.
We'll have
The
to.
dose-
I'll yell at you and shock your robots at a later time.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway, goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
See ya.
See you later, man.
Bye. Oh,
Kevin Afghani, everyone.
yes,
Okay.
that's on Merlot right there.
That's my bread giver.
That's our Merlot.
Yes. That Merlot's got a bit of a kick to it. Man, Nick can attest to that, having been shocked by it.
I'm so mad that Sophie couldn't be here. We should make a podcast with Richard, Alex, and Sophie.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely do that. This is just to generally talk about season 2 and stuff like that, and all that various things.
Yeah,
So-
we should have you free on like a proper
Yeah.
thing.
No, we'll definitely
that'd be
do
cool.
that. We'll definitely do that in like a more kind of sit down capacity.
Yeah.
This is just more of a relaxed setting.
Yeah. You know, like us venting after, you know, what an exciting time to, because like it's really like what my favorite part. You know, like I'm still quite new at this whole, you know, writing stuff thing. Like it's been like 5 years, but I still feel fresh, and like to me it's magic. Maybe it's the GM from pen and paper in me, but I love to see people in comments like piecing together those little breadcrumbs we leave, and I have to bite my tongue, or I'm really glad when somebody notices a breadcrumb here and there. Like that's what gives me life, essentially.
No, absolutely. It's one of those things where like it's just great to see these kind of things like start to formulate. Like there's a thing like way back in the day. We're talking about like 1999, 2000. There was this like RP website called PPG World, which is like it's like where you can write fan fiction of Powerpuff Girls stuff. This is back like when I was 12, right? So when I was just using the internet, like very early steps, like very classic Masako. Before even Y2K was a thing. And
Before I was a thing.
What?
Back in the dinosaur age.
Oh yeah, absolutely. PPG World. I just write my own fan fictions, and it was really, really dark in the day because if people did not like it, they just kill the characters that I made off, and then I just run them back in again. Like I made this random like, I'm gonna do another OC video because I did get a lot of contributions for this. I need to make that video, but I will also add my own OCs that I made back in the day. And I made this really cheesy like bunch of like Powerpuff knockoffs called the Power Questers.
Nice.
And they're just Powerpuff Girls, but just they look identical. And I'd be like, I made this when I was 12, and I'm like, it's really surreal because my one of my nephews just turned 10, and I'm like, they're not far off of that time. I need to stop them. I need to stop them before they make any mistakes. And I'd be just like, buddy, just don't.
You could, but should you?
I probably will. I need to poke fun at myself and be like, hey, I can make fun of myself. And
You're
I
the
know.
best I got, kid.
Sailor11 Sedna asks, how do you come up with Otiose? Like the easy question, like Mas is friends with X, and that's the easy question.
Do I know someone who's northern? Yes. Do I know someone who pretty much makes me corpse every single time I see them? Yes. X. Boom. Right there. And yeah, basically, you know, pretty much every single time we meet, it's like either if it's just X and I, or especially with Hisagi, there's just a moment where they get into an infinite loop of laughter. Just no matter what happens, it just goes. So basically, I wanted to have an Ace Rimmer allegory.
Oh, speak of the devil.
Talk of the devil.
He heard that we are talking about him.
Hello.
Hey, we were actually talking about you.
Oh, you were?
Because people were asking about how we came up with Otiose.
My paranoia senses were tingling.
No, we're talking about you in a good way.
Yeah.
There's never a good way to talk about me when it's behind my back. It's never positive.
Basically, I was saying, in like, how did I come up with Otiose? So I was like, do I know someone who's from up north? Yes. Do I know someone who can make me corpse every time I see them? Yes, I do.
Do I know someone who is an epic time waster? Yes.
Hey, no.
Confirm. Been living with you for 10 years.
Oh, there you go. There's no backing out now.
That is harsh. That's absolutely harsh.
It hurt me. I'm on the other side of the.
I should FYI right now. I can't stay for super long. I've got my own stream in about half an hour.
Oh yeah, no, we're wrapping things up relatively shortly. But it's good that we can talk
very
then.
cool.
But basically, the whole thing with Otiose, I wanted something the basic subversion of Ace Rimmer, of just like I want someone who is basically just a complete and absolute loser. Just like instead of Ace, not you. Because eventually,
and when he's like, "Who do I know who's a total complete loser?" X a Dark One. That's my guy. That's my guy right there.
We need the big lovable. We need the big lovable guy who now has Jukai to steer him true.
Yep.
No, but basically, it's just like, trust me, Otiose's character arc will be glorious.
Yeah, I do love Otiose. I gotta be honest, I do love him. I do.
Well, he has his own ship now. He has his own ship.
He does.
Now. He's a space adventurer.
Grand adventures.
And now, thanks to Chulai, he's now realized that people actually give a damn about me. And I'm like, boom. And he saved Kit's life. So like.
Right.
I still like the whole
something going for you.
You know, he just like, oh, by the way, I've got this really cool thing. It's like, what'd you do?
That's
just like
that right there.
Yeah, and just like the whole thing of like, just the ongoing thing of like Shiraz hates his guts. But everyone's just go like, Shiraz, just calm down. You really get over it. It's just like, I won't.
Amy says, Otiose is such an amazing character. I love everything you guys did.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
We needed somebody inadvertently, and it was like when I was writing season 2, I was like, hey, let's just emulate life and put Jukai and Otiose together. They work together, and just and just the dialogue of like, you know, hey, people can like me, you know, and Jukai's like, really? You really think that I live in hope? Because you know, I feel like with X and Trace, Philly, and myself, I'm the over optimist. I'm the over optimist, and then our other halves are the realists. But they keep us grounded, and that's something we appreciate.
Yeah, X is definitely the chaos of the relationship, and I'm the one that keeps it grounded. So it's very much Jukai and Otiose there as well.
Yeah,
but ultimately, it all turns up.
You guys back.
But ultimately, it all turns up okay. Yeah, Toma, they basically work on... The fact is that the ship that Otiose got from the one civilization that he helped the peace treaty on, we actually... Oh, should we share the tidbit as to how it happened?
We might. It has something to do with a huge project that we will announce soon.
Well, we'll announce it soon, but there is a little tidbit. Is that okay, Hav, if I just say?
Yes, of course.
It's just as in the origin of that peace treaty. How did Otiose do it? Basically, he was meant to be delivering the terms from one party, from one of the parties to the other party, but then he fell asleep and he never delivered it. But it turned out that it was actually the best reason not to. Because they then the first party was like, wait, no, we didn't want to do that one. We sent that one. So they redrafted it, and because Otiose never sent it and it never got delivered properly, he was a hero.
He was a hero.
He was a hero.
And they have a holiday.
They have a holiday in his honor.
In his honor,
when nobody does anything. So it's like a siesta
That's beautiful.
day. Yeah, but hey, he got a cool ship out of it.
Yeah, and it works on like sound or something.
Music, electromelodic.
Yeah.
I was so impressed I came up with that term. It actually sounds grounded in reality.
Yeah, it's grounded. Also, one thing that people may not think about it, but Otiose is like hundreds of years old. Like his race.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah, I figured he was because like his like he has his whole thing is that he's gone down in legend as this epic time wasting god. He's been told about to his children, he's been told about to children. And so, if you waste time, if you don't make the best of your, because wasn't one of the I forget her name. Oh my god. Because there's a scene where she's like, oh, it was hearing stories of you. That's it. And she's like, there's hearing stories of you that made me want to become an engineer and stuff. And I was like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Basically, it's just like, yeah, it's just as in believing yourself and just like kind of just like doing your thing.
So he's actually a couple hundred years old.
I like to think that he genuinely is considered a quote unquote god in the terms of like all the Kais and the gods of destruction. No, he was like, all right, lads, and Bear's like, oh god, here he is. No, Otiose, we're not in the mood for you today.
No, basically, Beerus would be like, oh dear. He almost does in terms of actually cocking things up. He sort of does my job for me. Just a lot more.
He's destroyed more planets.
What I find funny is
he's annoyed them more than me.
What are you saying, babe?
What did you?
What I find funny is like that Jukai in the show is teaching Otiose how to sing to talk to a computer, and that's like the complete opposite.
The very opposite, yeah.
X is an amazing singer, and I just do not sing in front of people. I just do not. So.
Oh yeah, I'd love to like belt out some more tunes, but the thing is,
there is an artwork artist like he's of Topo's race.
Yes.
Can we show a picture of Otiose?
Let's see. Let me get it up.
He's a big dude.
There is an artwork.
Yeah, there is art.
Glorious stash.
And
big dude with the cute little girl. That's like the trope I love very much.
Yeah, he's got a toupee.
Yeah.
Couldn't you just made him bald like me?
No.
There he is.
Oh.
I see it.
He is.
He's a big boy.
He's a big boy.
He's a big boy.
Sorry about that. Let me.
Look at his face.
Oh, that is.
It is I. It is I. It is save the galaxy,
dude.
Oh Lord, he's coming.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
His head is almost as shiny as my head.
I love his massive fists.
I like to imagine Jukai only just comes up to his nipples.
Well, actually, let me get like a shot of Jukai, so I'll put them all in scale.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing though. Like what I like is he's this massive time waster and this kind of like comic relief character. But I'm sorry, he's swole as F. Like looks like he could. He looks like he could legit go toe-to-toe with, like, some pretty big people.
I taught Wreck-It Ralph. He's my student. That's where he got his build from.
And his catchphrase, I'm gonna wreck it.
He must ask you a question.
I mean,
oh, that's cute.
Wow.
That's very cute.
Yeah. This is like a dynamic that I love so much.
Yeah.
I want to believe that Otiose can throw the hands if he wants to. Like it's the same way, like how like there's that whole meme where like of Scooby-Doo where Shaggy like got all confident and took out all those bikers and he could just do that. I have a feeling like that's Otiose. Like he's too he's too like cowardly to do it, but if he ever had the right head on his shoulders to just kick someone's head in, he probably could do it.
If there gets to be a fight, I want Otiose to go, this can go two ways, punk. But basically, it's just that's the thing. Otiose is like, even though he has had this reputation, when you look at him and you actually get to know him, he's just like, oh, he's just a big bear. He's just a big bear.
Yeah, like he's just a big, soft, like lovable guy. But he's just
he actually started as a space trucker. So like.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Even with hands that big, he could flick someone's head off.
And has this innate desire for justice. Basically.
Yes.
But no, ultimately, I want it to be that basically Otiose then becomes the thing he pretends to be.
Yeah.
Because he ultimately the whole thing is like.
That's kind of the arc, yeah.
Yeah, his space thing. He just did it because he was bored. He was stuck out in space, and he was just like, "Let's just pass the time." Just
yeah,
pass the
and
time.
with him being hundreds of years old, it would make sense that he would want to come up with like, you know what, I want something to do with me days, because I'm nothing else on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nothing going on, is there?
Nothing going on, is there?
Oh, there's a ship there. I'll just pretend to be a space adventurer.
Yeah.
And it's just like boom.
For a laugh.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Laugh.
Feel good.
Laughing
Feel good.
Yeah.
I'm thinking craft brewing.
I'm talking a lot about craft brewing. Yes.
Ace craft brewing.
Oh man.
Right, I think that's pretty much a good time to kind of wrap things up because we've been going for about an hour and a half. Don't worry, folks. The archive of the stream will be left up.
Yay!
So
Good. Hopefully, I didn't look like a fool.
It was awesome, and expect some news in June, Mas, perhaps.
Yes, as in there'll be some more things to drop. Definitely.
Cool.
And I'm gonna see how that whole Videl thing works out. I'm gonna work on it today. And we'll see.
You're so subtle, you are. You're so subtle.
Very interested in that.
All right, folks, we're going to wrap things up, though. Folks, thank you very much for joining me, and folks, you out there, thank you so much for joining us.
Woo!
And, we shall see you again very soon, and hope you all have a good rest of your week. So, take care, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
And stay safe. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. See ya.